東の海に思う家族でもあるの？どう？
素性の詮索はよせ、岩。
Hey my dear pirates, you are on channel, Straw Hat's One Piece Theories. And in today's video we're going to talk again about Luffy's mother and the possibility that she is closer to Luffy than we think. Here on the channel we have already talked about several theories about the true identity of Luffy's mother, if she is Ansama, if she was from Amazon Lily, if she was from the Celestial Dragon family, and even the bizarre theory about her being Crocodile, or if she is at Laugh Tale waiting for Luffy. But what if Luffy's mother is much closer than we think? What if Luffy's mother is inside him right now? That's right my dear pirates. What if Luffy's mother is Nika's former devil fruit user, the user before Luffy, and now at this very moment is inside her own child? Do you want to see how this theory makes a lot of sense? Well, we're going to analyze all this in today's video. So if you want to be a pirate king like me and achieve eternal glory, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your devil fruit, and if you're new here my dear sailor, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell so you don't miss any new video, okay? Then join this crew that will dominate the entire Grand Line and the New World. Now without further ado let's get to this epic video. And well my dear pirate, after it was confirmed by Gorosei that Luffy's Gum Gum no Mi was actually a mythical Zoan called Hito Hito no Mi model, Nika, and that these fruits practically had a will of their own, many theories began to be made from this important revelation. Many theories point to Joy Boy being the former user of the Hito Hito no Mi from the past, and before him the sun god himself, Nika, was the first bearer of that fruit. But we don't really know what time Nika lived. We don't know if it was before or after Joy Boy to confirm whether or not he was the first bearer of this devil's fruit, just as Joy Boys lived many years ago, more than 800 years. And if we know one thing, it is that a devil fruit is reborn after its user dies, but to imagine that such a powerful devil fruit was wandering around for more than 800 years given the importance that this fruit has is something that does not make the minor sense. Until in chapter 10:18, who revealed to us that the Redhead's crew attacked the Navy ship that was in possession of that fruit. So does this mean that all this time the devil's fruit was with the world government? I do not believe that. Because if it is really true that Zoan-type fruits have their own will and even choose their users, I believe that this fruit sought and had other users after Joy Boy, and the world government has been killing them all for centuries. Also that the God of Liberation would never fulfill his objective, which is to deliver the people from tyranny and oppression. I don't believe that the world government was in the possession of the Hito Hito no Mi at all times. I believe that from time to time they managed to steal it and change its name, but somehow the fruit managed to escape. Of course, all this could be linked to destiny, as we talked about in the video about Shanks being able to see the future. Perhaps of all the characters in One Piece, only Shanks knows about this truth. He may have seen Luffy's future and discovered that he would become the right person, because I don't believe that Shanks and his gang went to steal Hito Hito no Mi not knowing the importance of this fruit, just as he simply left it on a bar table and went to drink. No! Shanks knew everything. And this is where the possibility of Luffy's mother being the previous user of Luffy's Hito Hito no Mi comes in. Even before the O'Hara incident, Dragon was already furious with the world government. But why? Many say that Dragon became a revolutionary to go against the orders of his father Garp, who always wanted him to be in the Navy. Dragon saw the truth behind the Navy that Garp tried to hide for fear that his descendants would become criminals and be killed. So much so that he tried at all costs to make Ace, Sabo, and Luffy be Marines. Garp knows that the Navy is bad, and that's why he doesn't become an admiral, because he knows that worse than the Navy is the world government, and being an admiral would make that he would follow all direct orders from the world government. But Garp knows the risk of being a pirate. This dichotomy between Garp's and Dragon's ideals may have the same source of origin, and that source of origin is Luffy's mother. When Garp and Dragon found out that Luffy's mother was the user of the Hito Hito no Mi, they knew she would be discontinued, and probably was discontinued at various times. Garp didn't want to lose his son the same way Dragon didn't want to lose his wife. This is the source of Dragon's hatred of the world government and the Navy, just as it is the source of Garp's fear of pirates. After the O'Hara incident, Dragon knew that his wife would be the next victim of the world government, and he knew that the Liberation Army was not strong enough to protect them, and so he went to seek help from Vegapunk, but was surprised to learn that his friend was helping the world government. So, because of that, Dragon gathered some trusted friends and founded the Revolutionary Army. A few years passed and his wife got pregnant and had a son. This is our beloved protagonist Monkey D. Luffy, and just like his father, Dragon felt the fear that something would happen to his son and decided that the best choice was to leave him with Garp, because from that moment on, all pirates who were inspired by the words and person of Gall D. Roger began to act and go after their goals, starting a new era of piracy. The incident in O'Hara was also an attempt to quell this rising wave of pirates in the world who were spurred on by Roger's speech about One Piece holding the answers to that world's past. So, after Roger's death, after the incident in O'Hara, about 5 years, the world government that was already destroying any trace of the Void Century killed Luffy's mother to avoid the liberator of peoples of that time, and thus Hito Hito no Mi was reborn, and somehow the world government was in her possession once more, and this time called her the Gum Gum no Mi, the rubber fruit. Dragon was furious and tried to steal the fruit from his wife at all costs, but unfortunately his efforts were in vain. He needed a special power, a power that would enable him to know where the fruit was and when would be the perfect time to steal it. Dragon would need someone's help to get this devil fruit, and that someone was Shanks, who was already starting to become very famous around the world. Shanks, the disciple of Gall D. Roger, the man who received the straw hat from the former Pirate King. Dragon should have understood that Roger giving the straw hat to Shanks was not a mere coincidence. He knew that young man with red hair had something special, and here everything fits with the theory that Shanks knows everything and that he saw the future of Luffy. He must have seen that in a few years, the boy would eat the Hito Hito no Mi, so he waited a few more years for the right time to act and steal the fruit that previously belonged to Luffy's mother. Now it would be given to his son. That is, my dear pirates, Luffy's mother was with him all this time, and as there is the idea that the mythical Zoan act on their own and choose their own user, it is interesting to imagine that the fruit that was once Luffy's mother chose him for to be the child of its former bearer. But now I want to know your opinion about everything we commented here today. Do you believe that there is any possibility that Luffy's mother is the previous user of the Hito Hito no Mi? Could it be that Luffy's devil fruit chose him because it previously belonged to his mother? But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button, that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone, and until the next video.